Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Raps video for you on Raptors Daily, where I post daily Toronto Raptors content. If that's something you enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. So I actually have a request from anybody watching this video that wants to participate. I don't trust having team logos as my profile picture, so if you have any, let me know who your favorite Raptor of all time is, and I'll try and find a dope-ass profile picture of them so we can roll with that in the future. The good news is this, guys. The Raptors is like the bottom of the seventh. 2 outs, 2-2 count, because they're not screwed. 2-2 count, down a few runs. Bang! It's a 2-run shot to tie the game. Otto Porter Jr. signs a 2-year deal with a player option. This was a unbelievable signing. I had not seen this coming in a billion years. So yesterday, free agency, at the time of this recording, it's Friday, whatever. Actually, the signing happened on Friday, so it's Friday. Yesterday, Rudy Gobert was expected to, get a lot more attention. DeAndre Ayton expected to get a lot more attention. There were, bigger names that the Raptors have been linked to, or there was thought to be some type of interest, with those two centers. And so KD happened, and I'm thinking to myself, the Raps have a legitimate ability to get Kevin Durant. They have the assets, and we know Masai isn't afraid to pull big triggers like that. But they go out today. They re-sign Chris Boucher, re-sign Thaddeus Young, and then right after re-signing Thaddeus, you have Otto Porter Jr. agreed to a 2-year contract. So here's the deal. Otto is a perfect 3-and-D guy for the bench squad, and he's also he's absolutely perfect, actually, because of, first off, he's really good on defense. And if he can stay healthy like he did this past season, he's extremely valuable. I mean, he's in his prime right now. You'd be surprised to hear that Otto Porter is still in his 20s. I mean, he's still in his 20s, and that blew my mind as a Bulls fan. It's like, I remember his tenure with us, and it was disastrous. But when he first got into the league and he started playing with Washington, he was doing a little bit of everything. He was just the definition of a solid 3-and-D player with all-star potential, and unfortunately injuries really just kind of halted his career. But Otto, when he's healthy, as we saw in his run with the Golden State Warriors, this man is extremely vital. And say, I hate saying stuff like this, but, say, God forbid, an injury comes up, right? OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, whoever the case may be, just having a guy like Otto Porter Jr. available, having him handy, to be able to come in, be a spot-up starter, even if somebody's just sick or, has a family affair to attend, whatever the case may be, just having a piece like Otto, who not only did he just win the championship, so he has championship experience, but this is a guy you can feel comfortable in. You can feel okay relying on him when you have to, because he's going to step up. So this was a great low-key signing. If you guys have been watching my main channel, the one thing I talk about the Raptors, I talk about this on my daily live NBA show. I'll link that down below in the comments section. It's also linked in the bio. We're live every morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. And one of the things I talk about when we discuss the Raptors is, as far as starters go, I want them to stand pat unless you actually have the opportunity to get Kevin Durant and you don't have to give up Scotty Barnes. That's something I'd at least look into. But I want them, for the most part, to keep their starting 5. I want them to keep Precious, and I just wanted to fill out the holes in the bench and just kind of see what happens next season. You can see how it gets you the first couple of months, the first couple of weeks. Are things clicking? Do we feel good? Do we feel comfortable? If not, you can make moves like you did this past year at the trade deadline, whatever the case may be. But stand pat with your starters and fill out the bench. As far as I'm concerned right now, Delano Bant and Malachi Flynn are still the backup point guards. They lost some guys, guys like DeLon Wright, the return. I know Patty Mills re-signed with the Nets. So, there was some Tyus Jones. There were some solid backup point guards out there in the market, and I still recommend the Raptors go out and get one, unless you feel comfortable Malachi and Delano can hold it down, which I'm very skeptical about that, but if that's how they were to feel, I wouldn't complain. I I felt pretty skeptical going into it last season, and I feel even more skeptical about it. I was open to the idea last year. I guess I'm still technically open to the idea of it this year, but I'm like way more hesitant. So I think that they'll figure something out as far as backup point guard goes, or at least some type of combo guard, like an Eric Gordon or a Karis LeVert, like at least some type of guy who can do a couple of different things, play both guard positions, or play make, or handle the ball, or pass, something like that. Outside of that, yeah, I think Thaddeus Young, Chris Boucher, those were absolutely critical. Otto is huge, and now you definitely just need some type of combo guard, and you should feel pretty good heading into next year. The reason I'm advocating for a backup point guard, or at least just if you're going to make a move, make it right now, it's very similarly to why Otto and guys like Drummond, these more low-key guys, are getting player options next year, because the CBA, if the CBA goes into effect next year, we're looking at a lot more money. Like, NBA teams are going to have to be, like in 2016, I'm pretty sure every NBA team had to spend I think it was $16 million in that offseason. So that's where you saw the Mozgov bad deal. You saw the Dellavedova bad deal. You saw Ryan Anderson bad deal. You saw bad deal after bad deal after bad deal after bad deal. I'm on Shumpert. Like, all these role players got paid big bags. It was a quiet free agency. That was the one with Dwayne and Rondo when they came to Chicago, which was dope it was dope the whole season, actually, but, you know, I've talked enough Bulls in this video, so never mind. But you're going to see money go up a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised if you have these guys like Drummond and Otto who have good seasons next year decline their player option so they can go and get a bigger bag, and that makes sense. And if you don't do too well, you at least have the ability to opt into it and come back for another season, like almost not approve it, but hopefully you just kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. I'm starting to ramble here. So that's it for today. Actually, that's it for the video. I'm probably going to make more Raps videos today. I'm really going to be cranking these out. I appreciate all the love you guys have been showing me, especially if you follow and you came here from my main channel. You guys are OG. Real gloats, like for real. This is going to be a fun-ass off-season, and it's going to be a fun-ass season next year. I know it's far away, but I'm here for the long run. So thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend.